Neimarr was the only writer in the 20th century who created two world-famous iconic detectives. The first, of course, was Hercule Poirot, and the second was Miss Marple. Amongst 12 wonderful Miss Marple novels and the usual quota of short stories, my favourite is A Murder is Announced, published in 1950 as Agatha Christie's 50th novel. It starts with the wonderful statement, "A murder is announced and will take place at Little Paddocks at 6:30 p.m. There follows a wonderfully intricate plot and, amongst other things, my favourite Agatha Christie murderer, a true highlight of her literary career. Neimarr recorded some pieces for her autobiography. I have here her original tape recorder, her microphone, and her tapes. And I think the best way of telling you a bit more about Miss Marple is to let Neimarr do it herself.
Miss Marple insinuated herself so quietly into my life that I think I hardly noticed her arrival. I have now no recollection at all of writing Murder in the Vicarage. I don't even remember why it was that I selected a new character, Miss Marple, to act as the sleuth in the case. An old spinster lady living in a village, the sort of old lady who would have been rather like some of my grandmother's cronies. I would not say that Miss Marple was in any way a picture of my grandmother, but she had this in common with my grandmother, that although a completely cheerful person, she always expected the worst of anyone and everything, usually proved right. Certainly at the time I had no intention of continuing her for the rest of my natural life. I did not know then that she would become a rival to Hercule Poirot. People never stop writing to me nowadays to suggest that Miss Marple and Hercule Poirot should meet. But why should they? I'm sure they would not like meeting at all. Hercule Poirot, the complete egoist, would not like being taught his business or having suggestions made to him by an elderly spinster lady. Hercule Poirot, a professional sleuth, would not be at home at all in Miss Marple's world. I shall not let them meet unless I feel a very sudden and unexpected urge to do so.
And that reminds me very much of Neimarr, and of two wonderful women, one fictional and one real.